he put a stop to this and is like, I can't have Laura at my event. We're filming. And I mean, Laura's not getting on the show. I hate to break it to everyone. It just is what it is. If they recast the show, let's talk this out. They recast the show for toxicity. We're not about to go and start over and bring in Laura Jensen, Margaret's ex-best friend, who has some ties with Margaret, even if Margaret isn't there. And that ain't happening. We're bringing in people that are younger, that will never talk to bloggers. Like, look at New York. Can you imagine Cy and Bryn Whitfield paying off bloggers? I mean, trust me, Laura is not coming on this show. It is what it is. Nate is a great husband to Danielle, offering to talk to her estranged father. I like that. Dolores doesn't know the difference between calling in when you're sick or calling out. She's never had an office job. She's really going to go to this office. Like, this was filmed how long ago? Dolores is going to an office now and is in business with Paulie. Oh man, run, girl, run. I mean, why? I love how they're talking. So after now we were talking about the push from Jennifer Aiden, heard around the world. I know some of you think Danielle was in her face, but I love how they're now talking about how the next morning it was out there in all the blogs. So all this rumors about, Teresa and Jennifer with the bloggers. We had Melissa's old nose on. It's actually playing itself out on the show. Like, they're referencing the fact that this was filmed and this is now all over the world. Do I think Teresa and Jennifer put it out to bloggers the next day after it happened? Because we all remember hearing about it. Yeah, I do. Let's just be honest. I do. Neither here nor there. It is what it is. Just has happened. Rachel and Danielle, I love that they're developing a friendship. I like when the newbies become friends. I like that Jackie and Jennifer apparently friends, although probably not so much anymore after Teresa has revealed that she was just using Jackie. Rachel, look, she's going to the juvenile arthritis stuff, donating her time. I think that's great. I'd like to donate my time when I retire and help out some charity, but not retiring today, so don't have time. But eventually, I mean, I would like to do that. I think it's very nice. We have the marriage of Nick and Mike, Melissa's gay cousin, and Joe Gorga gets very emotional. It's a very emotional wedding. Everyone's being emotional in the scene. I also, you got to look at Joe Gorga. And first of all, it's really sad when he's saying, like, Gia and Melania and Adriana and Antonia are all going to get married one day, and I'm not going to be there. And, not Antonia, his Antonia is going to get married and he'll be there, but Teresa won't. So he's not going to see Gia's wedding. Teresa's not going to see Antonia's wedding. It is really sad. It also shows you how final this is. Like, Joe is literally planning like 10 years plus in the future. Well, for Gia and Christian, who knows? The damn wedding could be next year, but probably not, right? She said she's just starting out. But it's just sad that they won't be there. Kind of crazy, kind of really final. Also, you gotta, Joe Gorga just wants a family. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any other family. It is a very big family. It seems like a loving family. They have taken him in. And, if this is what he wants, good for Joey Gorga, right? I mean, they really do. It's, Teresa has Louie and Joey has this whole family. Like, good for him, right? But it's a little sad when you think of it that they're not going to be at each other's wedding. Well, now we get into the whole who pushed who, and they're at Jen's house, and Jen's housekeeper is preparing for Fessler. And I mean, this Fessler, she's getting in the middle of everything, right? I do think, again, when they reenacted this, that Aiden was like too much in Teresa's face. She wasn't really standing that close, but again, I don't think that really matters. Jenny, you pushed her first. Jennifer apparently doesn't remember. I love how Teresa asked, did you push her? Did you push her first? Like, just let's be honest. Teresa knows. Teresa knows her girl. Come on, admit it, Jenny. You know you pushed her first. But I love how Teresa has to ask that. And she asks it a little like under her breath, like, did you push her or what? Yeah. She pushed you. Just be honest, right? So Jennifer says she doesn't remember. Girl, you remember, you're afraid you're going to lose your job. A lot of people are saying in the finale, which Melissa's Old Nose talked about this when she was here. Go listen to those episodes. Melissa's Old Nose did break that news on this podcast. Like, apparently at the finale, it's the opposite, and Cabral comes after Aiden. And people are saying, well, that's not why Aiden is suspended, because they both use their hands. Two different things. I mean, this happened earlier, as you can see, and then they were suspended and they still went back to work. So even if Cabral came into the finale and punched Jennifer in the face, now mind you, Jennifer shouldn't even be at the finale. She should have already been suspended. Mind you, if Danielle does this and I watch the finale and I see her take her hands to the other one first, I'll say that she too should be gone from the show. Right now, I'm still dying on the sword of, I released an episode this past Sunday, a quick hit, basically saying, to Kenya Moore that all of her claims are talking about Tom Sandoval and the revenge porn and Ariana and Rachel Leviss. And I was like, of course, if you're going to sue Bravo and NBC and everyone, throw that in. But, the smoking gun to me is that Kenya was suspended and now she's fired. And Jennifer Aiden and Danielle were suspended and they have jobs. And to me, it's Jennifer because she used her hands. And yes, using your hands to me is the same breach of conduct. It's a different set of reasons, but it's a breach of the code of conduct. The same way Kenya putting up these posters is, yes, it is truly original versus Sirens, a different production company, but it still goes up the chain of command. And I still think that Jennifer having a job definitely helps Kenya's case. I mean, if Kenya wants to put the nail in Jennifer Aiden's coffin, she should just sue like right now in the next 5 weeks before the finale, really 6 weeks, because we'll have this special. I assume it's going to be a 1 week special. So in the next 6 weeks, Kenya, start your conversation. If you mention Jennifer Aiden and that's part of your case, I mean, it will actually cost Jennifer her job, because I don't think Jennifer has a job anyway going forward. But if they're on the fence, this whole Kenya thing, I think, is going to cost Jennifer a job, but I think her job is gone anyway. And I think we're going on hiatus anyway. Is everyone following me here? Then we get into, let's not forget, Jennifer does make it clear to Tre, I'm your lapdog. Because, I mean, she is her lapdog, right? And if anyone punched Tre in the face, Jen would have her back unequivocally. And I do believe that. And she's like, now you're going to Danielle's party. Like, what the fuck is that? I actually team Jennifer on this one. I agree. What the hell, Tre? Jennifer, if you told her to lay down in front of a moving truck, would do it. You know what I mean? Now we have Joe Benigno and his MRI. I mean, come on. Like this, you just hope everything's okay, which I assume it is. I mean, this was filmed at this point like a year ago, but that's serious life.